everybody, I am Sherry. This is the Junk Journal Haven channel through GLITZglamourGLAM. I was just hopping on here to go over with you guys how to alter a book into a journal. This is not sewing signatures into it. This is taking the pages that are already in there and making those pages that is functional. So, if you want to do that, then stay tuned and stay with me. And I also, before I did that, I wanted to I got these new Tim Holtz distress crayons. I only got the first set just because I'm trying not to spend a lot of money. But I chose the first set because it has a white one in it and a black one, and also neutral colors and some other colors I like Speckled Egg, Salvage Patina. But I was just going to do a little swatch with you guys to see how these work. I did kind of color with them a little bit, but I haven't wet them at all. So I thought that would be fun to do real quick. And then we'll do this. All right. So I'm going to make a swatch on one of these tags that I cut out with watercolor paper, and then later on I can either keep it as a swatch, which I might do, or I can decorate it later. You never know. But I probably will keep it as a swatch. So this will be a swatch for set number 1. I have some water here, and let me see, we'll just use, let me see, I think I want one of my watercolor, we're going to use this, so it's a watercolor paintbrush that has the water already in it. That'll just make it a little bit easier to wet. Okay, so this is Picked Raspberry. It's a very pretty pink, I think. That rhymed. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Yes, I can be cheesy sometimes. All right, so what I'll do is I'll kind of just color with it a little bit. Maybe I'll do a line color and then wet the color to see how it reacts to the water. So I'll just draw a line first, like so. And then I actually already love the way they feel when you're just coloring with them, you guys. It kind of feels like when you would color with crayons when you were little. That's what it feels like to me, but much heavier. These are very solid pencils. They're 100% pigment, so the entire thing is pigment, which I thought was pretty neat. And then I'm just going to color it out, and I'm doing about medium pressure here, and it's coloring out pretty well. I'm going over it pretty good, like that. And then I will do the water. So this is how we'll do the whole thing. So I guess I'll this wet. I didn't need to do that. So then I will add some water to half of that. So it goes out pretty far. So when you add the water, like, you can get that pigment to go pretty far. Let's see on just the line, see what it does. Even with that little line, look how much pigment you get. So I am impressed already. Look at that. If you like watercolors, I think you're going to like these pencils. And I do not get any kind of kickback from Tim Holtz or their company in any way. I just bought these and I thought it would be fun to go over them and do a swatch. So this one's Fired Black. I'm going to do the same thing. Do a line and then color. And I'm going to try to make these lines the same size. I think I'm going to color them all And then just so that I can see better where I'm coloring them to, and then I will get them wet from there. So there's that. This one is called Rusty Hinge. And I'm really liking it. This is Mustard Seed. And he did all these colored pencils to go with his line of distress inks and distress sprays, that the colors he already has out. So that's all of these names will be familiar because he made them that way so that you'd be able to match them up with the other things and kind of work together with the other things that you've already bought. Oh, sorry. This one's Peeled Paint. I keep feeling like I can't breathe today. So if you guys hear me sighing a lot, I'm not really sighing. I'm just trying to take deep breaths because I don't know if the allergies are high today or what, but I keep feeling like my breathing's a little off today. Like I have a hard time taking a deep breath. This one is Salvaged Patina. This is a pretty blue. Blue is my favorite color. Sky blue. This is almost like a sky blue, but with a little bit of green tinge to it. I really like that one. It's all called Salvage Patina. And this one's called Speckled Egg, so it's almost like a grayish blue. You see how I'm kind of going like this? I have a hard time keeping a straight line, I guess. This one is called Salty Ocean. This is really pretty for like if you're doing a, like a stormy sky or something. This one, Salty Ocean. So imagine being at the ocean. Okay. This one is called Villainous Potion. It's a very deep purple. I really love this color, purple. It's just, I don't know, it's very deep and pretty. Rich, I guess is what you'd say. Has a rich texture to it. This one's Walnut Stain. I'm going to run out of room maybe. I better get them a little bit closer together. This one's Black Soot. And then we have Picket Fence. I'll put it on here, but of course you're not going to really see it because it's white. So this would be good to demonstrate on some colored paper maybe. Maybe I'll see if I can find some colored paper to demonstrate that one on. All right, now let's see how these ones all work together. So we'll do the line first. That's a pretty color. Again, this one is called Fired Brick, the one I'm working on right now. It doesn't take much water to activate them, I've noticed, and you can go a long ways with that pigment. So it does leave a little bit of the remnant of the line and where you started, and then it kind of waters out, so that kind of has that distressed look to it. Again, I'm going to do this one first. This one is called Rusty Hinge. This one almost has like a really light orange to it. like a tangerine type color, I think. It's pretty. This one is called Mustard Seed. He came out with his ideology today, and I ordered a few things, but it's called Peeled Paint, this next green one, but I didn't order everything I wanted to order because it's expensive. They're really not that expensive, but there's just so many things, and when you add them all up together, then you're paying a lot of money. So I had to hold myself back, and I'm thinking it might be fun to do a tutorial in the future. Okay, this one is called Salvage Patina. A tutorial of how we can take a combination of what we can afford of the Tim Holtz products or any of your favorite products, and then maybe something that inspired you, a project or something, and make it work without buying all the stuff with what you already have. So I just think that might be a fun one to do. We'll see. Okay, this one is called, again, Speckled Egg. That one is very, very light. It's like it almost disappears when it's just a line of it. And then, so this one is very, very light when the Speckled Egg, when you do watercolor. You can kind of see a little shadow of it, but it is very faint color there. I don't know how well you guys can see that in the film or in the camera. Hopefully you can see it good. Not too many shadows. Okay. Now this blue is Salty Ocean. They say you should swatch any colors or paints that you get when you first get them, so that when you're doing your art and you're looking for a color, you know what it's going to look like, that substrate's going to look like, and what it can do. And I'm not real good at always doing that, but I want to get better because I think it would help me to have a visual of everything. This one's Villainous Potion. I've done a few swatches of watercolors that I have, but I haven't swatched all my stuff that I have. So I need to start getting into more of a habit of doing that, playing with my substrates more so that I can see what they do before I try to do art with them. This one is called Walnut Stain. It's kind of going into that Villainous Potion a little. So that's a pretty one. A pretty neutral. And then this one is Black Soot. That one's heavy with pigment, or a heavy color of pigment. When I think of Black Soot, I think of the soot on Santa's outfit when he's coming down a chimney. That's what comes to mind for me. And then we have right here, I'm just adding water to it to see if it changes it at all. We have the Picket Fence. What we can do is add Picket Fence over like Black Soot. See if it makes a difference. Maybe a little bit. Probably shouldn't do it on the same thing. Okay, so that's enough playing with these. I just want to give you guys another show of it. So this is colored out, one line and then colored, and then how it goes out into when it's watered down with your water. I actually love them. What do you guys think? Do you love them too? I want to get the whole set. There's 3 sets. I got set 1. I chose this one because it has a lot of basic colors and neutrals and white. I'm not sure which one I'll pick next. Hopefully I'll get all three eventually. But for now, I am going to settle with just this set. Okay, so we are going to put this aside. I think I might keep my swatch in with my crayons so I don't have to look for it when I'm ready to use it. Look, it fits perfect too. That swatch fits perfectly in there. All right, so we are going to start this book now. So we already did the cover together. If you guys don't remember, this is a pocket in here. I haven't put anything in the pocket yet. It's kind of tight. The only thing I didn't like about this was it didn't want to go completely flat no matter what I did. So, but that's okay. I still think it's really cute. This is the back of it. I decoupaged it with napkin. And then I did the spine like with some lace that I had, some lace trim. All right. And then I added a bow for the ties with some eyelets. There's some eyelets there. So you open it up, and inside, the inside cover, I have added some fall. See if you can see those very faint leaves on there. Paper to just line this with. And then on this book, you guys, I did it upside down, but you know what? It's not going to matter because I thought, oh, whoops, when I did it upside down, but it's not going to matter because we are not going to be keeping this visible. Anything that has writing on it, in the end, you will not see any of it. So you don't have to worry about that. So, what you do when you're going to do an altered book, I'm going to get another one out that I've already started and I have not finished, is this one. So this one I just left the original cover. I might cover this later on, but I liked this blue in here, so I did not cover it up, and it says Northern Lights. That's the name of the book. Sometimes I go in a few pages just because there's a few pages that are blank, and I want to keep those for people to just be able to write in, possibly. I also went through every page and went with my Walnut Stain to give it more of a distressed look to it, or an aged look to the edges of the pages so that they're not so new looking. And then once I did all that, then you decide what you want to do as far as pockets go, because these books are full of pockets. You are making pockets and pages at the same time. So this will be, I put the paper clip at the top because I want it to be a top pocket. So I will be gluing these here, and then it will be a pocket here at the top when I'm done. And then you can't really see it very well, but in between here there are pages that have been ripped out. So you go through and you thin out your book doing this process. So that's a top pocket, this will be a side pocket. This one is a pocket like that, and this will be a page. And let's see, nope. This will be a page, this will be a side, oh, this will be another page, and then this is a diamond pocket. So you go through your whole book and you do this to the book. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're not going to do the whole book, but I'm just going to do some sample pages for you so that you can kind of get the hang of what I'm talking about. So, like I said, we're going to leave this, and this will be our first page. So we're going to leave that, and then we're going to, we have 256 pages front and back, and I want at least half of them gone. I'm not going to really, sorry, I'm trying to straighten my camera a little bit. No, I made you guys wiggle. Okay. I'm not going to calculate it exactly. I'm just going to kind of do what I feel I should, which is I think I'm going to take about 3 pages out between each pocket because I don't want this being too thick in the end. And if you don't take enough pages out, then it ends up having a gator mouth, and you don't want that if at all possible. Some people like gator mouths. I think it's better not to have a gator mouth. So I'm going to take out 3 pages, and don't throw these pages away because you can use those in your crafting. This was an old book that I found, well, not an old book, but a thrifted book that I found. You can get books at the dollar store sometimes, hardback books over at the dollar store for $1. If you can't find a good deal somewhere else, I would suggest looking at yard sales. Sometimes libraries will be throwing books away that are no good anymore, and you can salvage them by doing a journal out of them, that type of thing. So, okay, so I just took out 3 pages. So I'm going to take the next page, and I'm going to put these 2 together, and I'm going to clip it at the top. So I know that that's my first page. Okay, so this process is pretty self-explanatory. Okay, and then we're going to do a side pocket on this one. So I'm going to put 1 page over. If you want more, sometimes what I'll do is I want more writing space. So instead of ripping out the very next page, I will put 2 pages over. So 2 pages over, and then this will be my next page that I'm working with. And then I'll take out 3 pages. One, 2, 3. And then I will put these, paper clip these together. So I know this is a side pocket. And then I will put this over for a page, and then I will open this, and I am going to fold this over to do, I'm just going to fold it like that, and this will be a tuck spot, like so. Okay, if you don't want just one tuck spot and then a page to write on, you can also do this, which we'll go ahead and do right now, where you also fold over the next one, like so, and you want to kind of try to make them the same on each page so that they look the same when you are when it's all said and done. You don't want them to be uneven, if at all possible. So, see how I did that? I kind of measured it and then press it down. And then I'm going to paper clip those together. Like that. Oh, you know, one thing well, no, that's right. That's right, okay. And then I'm going to leave a page, or go over here, and then take 3 more out. So, I mean, there's no right or wrong to how you do yours. It's just what you think you prefer doing, or how many pockets you want versus pages. The pages that I leave without putting a pocket on, I usually try to cover with some type of paper that doesn't have a lot of drawing on it or anything, so that it's more of a writing space paper. Okay, so we got that. We got 1 page taken out. 2. And 3. 3. Another thing I like to do is take my pages when I'm using them and kind of use them sporadically throughout my journals that I'm making, so that I'm adding back pages that I took out for decoration. So, okay, so we got that. And then there's also this one where you can just trying to figure out how to do this. Sometimes these pages can be kind of difficult to fold. But this one you can kind of fold like this at an angle. There we go. It's overlapping a little bit. We are going to, you know, rip these or cut them out, the extra, when we do go back and finish the book. But see, I took the 3 pages out, and then we're going to put this over like this. And then I'm going to paper clip it. So now we have a tuck spot here and a tuck spot here, and obviously it will go through. So then, if you want a diamond shape with 4 tuck spots, you're going to take this one over, because that's going to be that, and then take 3 more pages out. So 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to do the diamond shape over here, and over here. These pages want to kind of rip on me. They're a little brittle. So we'll do it like so. Like that. And then I'm going to paper clip it like this. So there you go. So I will be doing the entire book that way, and when I am done with that, I will come back and show you the next step. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial today. I hope you guys enjoyed going over the swatch with me and starting the inside of this book with me, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. Bye.